It felt like I was all watching CW, the network. You know, you ever watch those shows like Riverdale or something? It has like Supernatural. It has like a flavor to it that's very Wednesday 8 p.m. 2007.
Yeah, very muted. Very who cares?
Dude, I'm in the knife subreddit. I like knives. It's a stupid
EDC
blade. Yeah, I love EDC, but there's also knives and there's also a Leatherman subreddit. And the knife subreddit always rips on Supernatural because they drop their knives constantly. They drop their daggers, they drop their knives. It's like a major plot point that these guys, they're like, if these guys had a tether on their knives, they'd be unstoppable. If they had a little wrist
like my Vive remotes controllers have that wrist strap, and it's so useful. Because you can just whip it and like catch it in the air and stuff. That you're absolutely right. That they're bringing that show back, I think, like for another season with the same two guys, Jensen Ackles and the other guy.
Well, that guy's on The Boys, right? One of them.
The guy on The Boys is doing well, but the other guy,
I like him now because the
other guy
on The Boys.
He's great on The Boys. The other guy did like a Walker Texas Ranger show that I don't know if it did well or not, but I think he also had some kind of a car accident. But anyway, I heard they're going to do another season.
When I said EDC, though, I meant not like the music or the like thingy.
Everyday carry.
Yeah. We got one. Do you have a knife on you? Do you have a knife on you right now?
He's always bladed up, bro.
Sick.
I have the Leatherman Garage Edition. This is like you can't even buy these. They sold out in like 4 minutes, and it's dope as fuck. The scissors are spring loaded. Every tool is on the outside. It's basically if you follow these
tool
things,
on the inside,
right? All the tools are on the outside.
The bolt cutters?
Well, the pliers are on the inside, I guess. But oftentimes with these Leathermans, you have to open it and then pry the tools out and close it, and it kind of sucks. I'm off camera too much. I'm sorry.
Nice.
But with this one, outside of the pliers, every tool is on the outside, so it's just accessible. You don't have to like open it to get to them.
How much is that? I like that color.
Well, I bought it like during the like 3 minutes. It really did sell out in like, I don't know, seconds, minutes. And for me, I think it was $250 or $300, but they go for like $800 or $1,000 on eBay now.
That's crazy.
Are there any tools on there that like you've forced yourself to use where like it, like very close in your home is something proper and better for it, but you're like, well, I haven't used the knife scissors.
Dude, no. So there's always something proper and better somewhere else. Like the pliers are really nice because they're spring loaded, but they're still not the best pliers I own. The screwdriver is nice, but it's not the best screwdriver I own. Neither is the knife, but it's always the closest. So I use this. Man, it must be 15 times a day. I use it for something.
I'm terrified of knives. Like I don't like them at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's very Canadian.
Yeah, I don't like it's the idea of getting stabs. Just I don't like it sharp. I don't want none of it. So I never wanted a knife or a multi-tool on me. Then I went to Burning Man, and it was just someone had recommended it was good to get like a multi-tool, and I got the Wave. I think it's the Wave Tool Plus or something.
I like the Wave. Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
It's their biggest seller.
Yeah, and the amount of times that people were tripping on acid trying to break through a zip tie with their teeth for their setup at Burning Man, and I walked up, I was like, hold up, I got this, and pulled out my little knife and cut it easily. Or the time like trying to fashion something like in this, because at Burning Man, it's just these weird scenarios. So it's like, oh, I have scissors on me, and having little scissors and doing it. It's never
off the tab.
Yeah, it's like you could get good scissors right over there, like a minute walk that. But this is just when you're gonna rip it, you've now replaced the rip with like a cut. But like if you really need to cut, like you're not gonna use these. But I started to understand. I was like, oh, I get it now. Even having a knife on you, just the amount of times I pulled out the knife and used it.
You find things to cut.
Oh my, things to wedge. I use the knife.
That's how a gun works too.
Yeah.
Ask any American police officer. You'll find
I need a hole 7 feet away. Now I have a remote hole poking device. It's super useful. And I sometimes it feels like there's detractors who are like, but those scissors suck. Yeah, they do. I get it. But I just need to cut one zip tie. Your solution is to rummage around the kitchen utility drawer for the scissors that
they chose
suck.
to bite it on acid at Burning Man. That was their solution.
Not as good. And
it's
honestly,
only to replace, like,
I sit here and
acid.
look down upon you primitives who just try to make it through life with your fingernails and teeth. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get a Leatherman for your pocket.
That's true. You realize how valuable scissors and a knife are when you get anything in a clamshell package and you're like struggling with it. And then every once in a while, you just actually tear it open and it's like, I could have just seriously cut myself.
Yeah.
Like in a really embarrassing way. Multiple people every year die, usually around Christmas, from severe cuts to do with clamshell packaging.
Really?
Like someone who's having the fucking best day ever. Oh, you got me the new Nerf Expo double shot. And can you open it for me, Grandpa? And his just blood, old, thin, elderly blood all just over the tree.
Drained so fast.
You can't even enjoy your toy, really, because it's stained. Every time you shoot it, it's a reminder of your grandpa. He died on Christmas, and so for the rest of your life, it's like blood. Yeah, it's like a poisoned memory where Christmas comes around and you want to be happy, but you just can't get that vision of his elderly blood all over
Lego
your toy.
thing ever because the little dart shoot Hep C.
Damn. Hopefully, your grandpa was on the way out anyway. I guess.
Next Christmas, they're like,
he was on the liver list.
Next Christmas, they're like, are we setting the tree up by Grandpa's stain?
We're gonna set it up right on top of it and just put that into the past. Just one sad square of carpet missing.
Dude, I can talk about fucking
dead grandpas
all night long. I have a flashlight and scope too. Hold on. So this is my flashlight. It's rechargeable. It's so fucking bright.
See, you know what? My buddy who loves knives, and he even like he was the guy I was at the store and I'm like, should I get this Wave 2.0 Plus thing? He was like, yeah, I get that guy. He's the one that was explaining just everyday carry to me. He hangs out on the subreddits. He never brought up Supernatural, but I'm going to bring it up to him. He also has a flashlight. Mm-hmm. So now I'm thinking knife guys are just guys that want shit from their belts. Like maybe that's what this is really about. Just having like things ready. Because don't you think a flashlight could be in that other tool you have? How did they not figure that out?
Probably
in the Leatherman itself.
Well, why not though? We can't make we can't make the sickest flashlight with little wires. Do you see all these gay lights behind me? They could stay on 24/7 remote control. We can't have like a fucking little flashlight that's good.
And just look at the size of your flashlight. If you had to add that much volume to my Leatherman, that'd be a lot. You could have a bad flashlight, which is way better than no flashlight. That's kind of what Leathermans are in general.
The phone's got a pretty good flashlight.
Let's fit more bad things in there.
Yeah, you'd have a phone quality flashlight, I guess.
I'm trying to think of more special moves for the gods.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of more bad things to add to. I was like, what? An inflatable flashlight?
One chopstick.
One chopstick.
You have to have two Leatherman.
Stick. Just a stick.
Useless thing, just a stick. Yeah, it's an eye-poking device.
I would love something for picking your teeth. I don't know how that device could exist.
I thought that crossed my mind. Yeah, it crossed my mind.
Some sort of toothpick. Maybe it needs to come with a bunch and you reload it.
Put a floss reel in there.
Yeah.
Do you guys roll around with those floss little devices? I roll with those everywhere.
Yeah, the Dentix.
Yeah, I always have those on me.
They're pretty good. Look at that. See, Woody's just a guy who likes to be prepared.
Tools on you. You have 19 tools.
Everyday carry. I'm that guy. I'm that guy.
Sometimes you need that in between your office and living room.
One time.
What am I going to walk 300 yards to the bathroom? Fuck that. I already got it in my pocket. I'm set, baby.
One time I was with my parents on vacation. Like we're in Miami. My dad's in this disgusting Miami pool filled with disgusting Miami families running around. They're gross American children. They're boogers and bodies and everything's nasty.
Okay.
Disgusting community pool.
Painted quite the picture.
My dad's like just chilling in the middle there with his hat on and his sunglasses. And he's like pulls out of his pocket, which is underwater, one of those toothpick things, and starts just like going at it. And like puts it back. And I know you're swimming. I know we're already swimming and breathing in and laughing. And it's in your eyeballs and stuff. There's just something extra
In your
gross
ears.
about him pulling out the toothpick though from the pool and using it.
That
I
is
don't know
gross.
why that hits 10 times grosser to me, but he came back and I was like, "You disgusting fucking monster. Don't even look at me. You're nasty. I'm not even eating dinner with you tonight."
It was
That
in
really
his
doesn't
pocket,
bother
like
me.
in the communal chlorine bath with all those
People
like
are pissing
with all
in
those
there.
like badly
People are
wiped
pissing in
asses,
there.
people wide walking
Exactly.
around. Fuck that. That's disgusting, dude. You would do
How
that?
is that disgusting?
Because you're in a fucking shared pool and you're pulling that out and you're.
Oh,
You think everybody actually showered before they got in? You think they got
Hang on
little
a minute,
bits?
hang on a minute.
They got little bits of shit on their ass, and now that's floating. That's coming up and it's ossifying.
They don't
on
have
the,
poop on
the
their butt
string.
anymore, Taylor.
Not anymore. Now it's all over your
It
tooth
just
line.
goes away and becomes
Do you keep your
stars.
mouth perfectly shut so that no bit of water ever touches your
It's true.
your mouth?
It's true.
That's
right.
insane. That's
no,
a
but it's true.
ridiculous-
We get water. We drink
It's-
we
the
drink the
question
water
is right.
accidentally.
You
and
accidentally
breathe
get
it.
a little bit of pool water in your mouth is not the same as delving into your pocket.
I
in the shit
know.
water and
I
then
agree
squirting
with
it around
you,
in
but
your mouth.
why though?
It's worse.
We have
It's
to.
worse.
We have to.
A
We have
drop
to.
versus the toothpick is worse.
We have to properly analyze how gross
The
it
difference
is.
between licking
Hold-
a dick
hear
and
me out.
swallowing cum.
Hear me out.
Okay.
To properly analyze, Taylor, how
is
gross
science.
it is to use the toothpick.
You
To
finished.
properly analyze that and condemn the toothpick, we actually have to acknowledge that this is the same shit.
It is the same water, but there's
Nope.
something about it
I agree with you.
soaking into the string,
And going
just
in between,
stopping that
touching your
string.
gums.
Did
Like,
he use the string or the
Yeah.
pick?
it's the pick thing. He was like using the thing. He was
See,
flipping it
He's
around.
not even using the string. He's using the
Miles,
pick.
No,
probably.
both.
Totally
He
right.
was flipping it around. He was doing the
Dude,
whole thing.
The amount of contaminant on that little device is so minuscule.
Is it
compared
worse?
to one accidental mouthful?
Yeah, that's true, but it's like
Is
an
it, though?
accidental mouthful is
This-
accidental.
Oh,
But hear
Purposefully
this out.
swabbing
They
your mouth
swallow
with it.
a whole roll of poop, and
But this
it's
one-
okay because it was an accident. But if you so much as lick the poop, it's the grossest thing
Yes.
ever.
But this one with on the
It is
toothpick, you're like
grosser.
you're rubbing your soft gum with it.
Oh, you think your
You're
gums
like-
don't touch it when you do that
Like,
whole?
but they
spit at
touching
your
it is
friend
one
at 8
thing,
years
like-
old?
Touching is one thing, but mashing it and breaking this little pieces of the skin off and letting it into your gums.
Yeah,
There's
micro
there's
tears.
something a
hard.
lot more. There's something a lot more intimate to this.
Thank
There's something a
goodness
lot more.
humans are built to like self-clean and resist the level of gross that we can get exposed to on daily.
No, it's you're so right about the licking poop thing because
I was right about that.
you were right about that because it was a
I
salient
did make a
example.
solid
If someone he made a solid point.
Academia,
We
here
got
I come.
we got a lot of coprophilia going on ever since that Gavin McInnes clip. But yeah, if someone takes a big if someone throws a wad of shit at you, Kyle, and you go pop, 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 because you got shit in your mouth,
Yeah.
and then you're like, that's disgusting. And then you retrieve a piece of floss from a pile of shit and start flossing with it.
Wait, completely different.
How? Because they're both gross,
why
and
are you-
the net amount of shit germs is higher from
They're
the thrown
different.
shit,
They're
but it's different
completely
because you're making an
things.
intended decision in order to introduce shit into your mouth, not
Listen,
on purpose.
I was under the impression that the amount of chlorine that's in that water means that the water's mostly sterile, that the bacteria is dying or
Do you
dead.
have like a 7-year-old's understanding of chlorine in pools? That's not how. It's not like you dip in and you're just totally clean, and
This is
there's like
the
no shit
comparison,
floating around.
actually.
Yeah, but
I
like if
think-
the water's out there, it's probably good water because it's all the bacteria is like dying or dead to the chlorine.
So, it's like this. It's let's just think of it as piss water. It's piss water.
Yes.
There's chlorine and all
Oh.
that, but let's just say there's a lot of piss in there. So
There is.
would you rather like dunk yourself into a piss pool? You jump in and dunk in and come out,
Mhm.
or dry yourself with a piss soaked towel and then brush your teeth with a piss
What?
piss toothbrush.
Oh, you got real at the second half of that. Yeah, I think I might.
It's like
I think I
one's
might
got to
just
be
dunk-
rubbed on your body, and the
Yeah.
other one is like you're submerged.
All I'm
into
saying
it.
is like
I think I'd jump in
I-
the piss.
I'm not that big of a Nancy. If your dad pulled that toothpick out and I was sitting in the pool next to him, I'd be like, hey, can I use that when you're done? I got a little something back here. And I'd take his used toothpick. I'd rinse it in the pool. I do this, flick it a couple times, get my shit out, flick it twice and hand it back to him.
And you
I'd
look
bet he
at me, and
pocketed
you
it.
and you
He
look at
pocketed
me,
it.
and you'd look at me, and you'd be like, "Now that's a cleanse, homo."
Harley, you
doing
weren't
a
here,
piss
but like
cleanse.
4 or 5 weeks ago, I was talking about how gross I was because I found a device like the one I pulled out, that little flosser thing, on the floor, and I needed it, and I was like,
Yeah,
this
who
is
cares?
perfect. And I used it. And Kyle's like, man, that's nothing. I'd have been right there with you.
Yeah.
So this is consistent.
I got one better than that. I lose those things like crazy. I'll be on the couch. I'm like, got something.
That's what you say.
I'll start digging in the couch cushions because for
Looking
that
for
telltale
used
poke at the
flossers.
end of your finger. And I'm like, oh, I found one. And I'm like, there it is.
I have
So
something.
what's your
gross to
level of
admit.
confidence that you were the person who used it originally?
100%. 100%.
Okay,
You're mine.
okay.
Yeah.
I have something gross to admit. There have been times where I've desperately needed a toothpick, so I've bit off like a strong fingernail and used it.
Oh,
Well, that's a good move. Yeah.
That's industrious. I like that.
No, I've done that too. I can floss it through my teeth and out the other side with my tongue. Like just put a little probe in there that goes in one side and out the other and cleans it.
Invisalign, they wanted it. They wanted that perfect space you could pass a fingernail through.
Ooh.